Diary 58. Dear Diary, our class is reading the part in The Catcher in the Rye where Holden Caulfield talks about his friend's suicide. Holden, who usually doesn't give a damn about anything or anyone, seemed to be really upset about the death of his friend. I never thought about the consequences or the effect that suicide would have on anyone else before. All I thought about was losing my own battle. I have a problem. For the past 2 years, I've been tormented by an illness that runs in my family. When I was 4, my mother was diagnosed as clinically depressed because of a chemical imbalance. Luckily, she sought help before it was too late. She received medical attention and was cured with the help of a drug treatment called amitriptyline. Now this illness, our family's enemy, has returned to claim yet another victim. Against my will, I have been taken prisoner and feel like I'm being punished for a crime I did not commit. My worst nightmare is now becoming my reality. Suicide is something that's always on my mind, 24/7. There isn't a day that goes by without the enemy shooting suicidal thoughts through my mind. I am left injured and confused. Without notice, the enemy takes control of my mind and body, and I become its puppet. My thoughts, as well as my feelings, are recreated into my worst fears. I start crying and screaming for no reason, raging with unexplainable anger stored deep inside of me. Then I'm left feeling worthless without any hope of living. I even tried to take my life once because I thought there was no other alternative. It was the day my mother and I got into a huge argument. Now that I think back, it seems so fake, like one of those corny after-school television specials. After the argument, not knowing what to do, I ended up in the kitchen. I felt a cold breeze as I entered. There I was, standing in the dark, holding a kitchen knife to my wrist. My heart began to beat faster and faster as I held up my arm. I pulled back my sleeve, exposing my wrist. My mind blacked out. I looked down to see that the knife had barely cut into my skin. The knife was too dull.